Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Inside Northeast Racing. My name is Paul Harkenrider here at the beautiful Arnott Mall here in Big Flats, New York. Walking around the mall with Jim, and we have a guy that was in his sophomore season now in the crate sportsman division at the Woodhull Raceway, Dylan Gruber. Dylan, welcome to the show. Now, Dylan, this is a beautiful looking car, and what are your expectations for this season?
Oh, I think we can get some heat wins, and I think we can definitely get a feature win, but yeah, we're definitely capable of it.
Now, do you have any new sponsors that maybe you'd like to shout out?
We don't have any new sponsors, but we do have BMS Manufacturing, Instant Heat Wood Pellets, and Ridge Runner Cafe. And then we also have tons of other people.
Now, you came up from the ranks from a go-kart. You said you had 99 feature wins in a go-kart. Tell us the biggest difference between racing a go-kart to now getting into a crate sportsman at an actual 1/3 of a mile track.
Well, it's very different because, well, the car is so much bigger, and I mean, the feeling of the car, like rocking over in the corners, and also, you know, visibility, and the track is bigger, and it's a big improvement, but I've gotten used to it.
Now, do you have your permit yet?
No, I do not.
So what's it like having not having a driver's permit, but you're actually driving a car? What do your friends think of that?
Well, most of the people at school really don't even know that I have a race car, and if I do tell them, they're like, "Oh yeah, you play in the sandbox or something." That's normally their idea of it, but yeah, it's lots of fun.
Here we are with Kenny Peoples Jr., another strong driver in the Instinct Performance 370 Modifieds. Kenny, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Now, do you have you didn't win a feature last year. You did win the King of the Ring, though. I know that felt great for you, being in honor of your nephew and everything, but I'm sure you'd love to have a feature win this year.
Yeah, we were really close last year, but just some things happened, and and nothing went our way. I mean, we've led a lot of laps, but we just haven't been there at the end.
Now, what's it like being, your dad was a very strong driver for many years, probably since the track started. I'm sure you learned a lot from him.
Oh, yeah, I still am. And this year, if he would race, it'd be his 38th year at Woodhull. And he's taught me everything that I know. I mean, that's why we went back to yellow this year because of him.
That's great. And and because we are at the mall, do you have a favorite mall here, a favorite store at the mall here?
I'm going to go with the food court. I'm pretty happy with the food court.
All right, well, here we are with Kenny Peoples Jr., hopefully to pick up a feature win this year. Also, he was last year's Jake Davis Memorial winner, which was the highest viewed so far out of Northeast Racing videos. So hopefully to see Kenny in victory lane this year. Thanks, Kenny.
Hey, thank you, guys.
Murphy slides up a little bit here, comes down, put down the bottom. Side, Ryan sticks right down low, Amber through the center. Number 4, green, and away we go. A lot of positions. Stretch. On the bottom side. Oh, we got him crunching and banging down the backstretch. Kenny Atkins missing out on all the fun.
Here we are with Glenn Reitnauer, last year's S&W Awards and Photos 360 late model. Glenn, welcome to Northeast Racing Videos.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be down here at the Arnott Mall Car Show. We have a lot of great sponsors on board this year. Bike Works Hunter Supply there in Knoxville. They supply a lot of guns and ammo to a lot of people in this area. I got a lot of longtime sponsors on this car. Joe Wilcox, Performance Automatics, RLB Trucking, and the list goes on. And I'm really looking forward to getting this winter over with and getting on the track and slinging some mud.
Now, you've been around this sport for as many years. You know, you obviously have to put a lot of work into the off season. Describe what that does to you.
It's kind of fun. It kind of gives me a chance to recuperate, you know, from extensive race season, and gives me a chance to look at the car all over. And you know, me and my father do all the fabrication on this car. This car is completely in-house, and so you know, it's a good family time, and it really is.
Now you've won, I believe, 6 track champions about now. You know, describe how, like, have you been proud of like what you've been able to accomplish as a late model driver?
Oh, for sure. The competition is very stout in this division, and you know, to even win one championship is a great honor. And we did that in 2006. And last year, you know, with the competition with John Waters and everything, you know, it was a good fan pleaser. You know, it come right down to the last corner of the last lap, and it was a great honor to win that championship. You know, like I said, there's fierce competition in this class.
Well, congratulations and best of luck to you in 2014. Now we're going to catch up with Joel Mearns.
So standing down here right now with LJ Lombardo, the 4th annual Orange County Fair Speedway Motorsports Show. LJ, the last time we got to talk, you were still chasing that first feature win. You guys finally got it done, and your dad got a haircut as well. So some great things in store for you for 2014. Let's talk about some of the great sponsors on another beautiful looking race car.
Of course, we always have my dad, Ultimate Restoration, LLC.com. He helps me out a lot, and definitely couldn't do it without him. I got our new sponsor that just jumped on board. It's Landho Maintenance LLC. John Brown and his father, they jumped on board full board this year, really helping us out. And Jim's Property Maintenance is back for another year. Fine Line Building, he's been with me for about 5 years now. And Danbury Spring and Welding, you know, TC Facility Services. You know, we have some consistent sponsors that's been helping us out for a couple years now, but these new guys are definitely helping us out a lot.
I'll tell you what, an outstanding 2013 season, top 5 in points, 1 feature win. What are some of the expectations for you guys here for 2014?
You can't really say much. I mean, if we win, that'd be awesome. A couple wins. I would love the championship at Orange County, but, you know, honestly, our only goal is to really come out of here, hopefully get a ride in something, in any kind of car out there, and any kind of motor, anything. I mean, we're doing our best this year. Hopefully we get a couple wins, maybe the championship, and, you know, just have fun. That's really what we're going to do.
So we already know that the Harclay Challenge has been moved to April 6th. We know that you guys are going to be there. Any other traveling out other than Orange County?
Yeah, we're going to take our backup car. We're going to run the Malta Speedway, Albany, Saratoga. We'll do like an every other week thing on Fridays. We'll go to Accord Speedway, Albany, Saratoga, maybe throw in Utica Rome on a Sunday. And just like I said, every Saturday here at Middletown, it's hard to do two nights a week. So hopefully a little traveling.
Well, there you have it. 2014 looks like he's got himself a busy schedule so far. That's LJ Lombardo, driver of the beautiful number 35 right here at the Orange County Fair Speedway Motorsports Show.
right, thanks, Joel. And now we're going to head down the road even more to Knoxville, Pennsylvania to unveil the new car of Woodhull regular Billy Van Pelt.
All right. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out for the party here, and thanks for supporting the 2014 season for us. One of the things I want to do is introduce Grant Hilfinger. Grant was gracious enough to come to my rescue and offer me a ride to race at Woodhull this year, and really appreciate that from Grant. Also like to thank our sponsors, Bicknell Racing Products, Instant Heat Wood Pellets, Margantini. We got to have Hilfiger, Grant Hilfiger Contracting. I know we got a silent partner with Walker Plumbing. They're pretty silent, but they are definitely a good help. Mullen Carpet. See, you're doing pretty good. Ridge Runner Cafe, Bradley Supply, Citizens in Northern Bank. We've gotten quite a few guys there so far, and we got to thank the Colonial Hotel. Next weekend at the Colonial Hotel, we are having a clam bake there. So anybody that would like to come to that one, that's a good deal also. But anyway, thank you all for coming out and sharing this with us. That is helping us up behind the scenes. Along with the crew, we'd like to thank the Hilfiger family. We'd like to thank the Campbell family. We'd like to thank the crew members, Mike, Zach. We got Brian Davenport, Dakota, Larry Murray, Wes Campbell. There's a few guys that we'd like to thank along the way there. So, I mean, without those guys' help, we'd be struggling without getting there, being able to get to the racetrack.
Yeah, definitely. A couple of the guys that'll be coming up and helping me, Butch and Jason. My dad always, he's always there to help us with whatever we need. Wes Campbell, can't thank him and his family enough. They're giving us a garage and a shop to work on our car, trailer, truck. Billy's brother Curtis, he's going to let us use his truck whenever we need it. So, without them guys, this team really, we couldn't get to the races every week, so we definitely appreciate everybody's help. Thank you.
we are with Donnie Lawson, actually last year's In-Stinger Performance 370 Modified Champion. Donnie, welcome to Inside Northeast Racing.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Now, you had probably one of the most impressive runs. I was actually just looking at your stats the other day. You actually finished in the top 5, 14 of the 18 races. You had to put a lot of work into this car.
Yeah, we always work hard on our stuff, and when we ran crates from when we ran modified, and try to finish the races, that's the most important thing. You don't make any money if you're not there at the end, so got to make money to keep on paying for stuff so we can still come and do it.
Now, is there anything new about the car that you'd like to share with us?
We had to get a new motor built because we were leading the end of the year show, the Lyle Sherwood race, with the by the go and broke the motor and tore up a lot of stuff. So we've been putting money towards that and updated some stuff, got a new rear end and things like that. But overall, it's the same car because it's been pretty good to us. There's no reason to, if it's working, you don't fix it. You don't get rid of it.
Now, the Lawson family has been certainly a household name at the Woodhull Raceway. So what's that mean to just carry on the success that your dad had at the track, and now that you just picked up your first ever track championship as a modified driver?
It has been nice. We had a lot of good runs there in the crate for years and won 3 championships back to back. And then, with the modified, I grew up with Sherwood's, helping my dad over there when he drove for them for years, and I've always been around it. And it was, it's just it's a nice goal to reach. My dad had finished second in points a couple times, but he'd never won the championship. So it means a lot for our family to be able to do it, and to be able to, do it after Billy had won so many. That sort of made it special because, the people had been aiming at him for a long time, trying to knock him off the top, and it was sort of nice to know that, for that year you were the one that was able to do it.
Now, there's a lot of competitive drivers certainly in this class, especially this year. Chris Daugherty moving up from the sportsman. So tell us a little bit more about the class, what you feel about it.
Every year there's guys that move up. That's just nothing new. You don't worry about it. You start the year, you run, you race who's out there, and they're a competitive group of guys. But it's like that wherever we go anymore. Guys can buy the same thing everybody has, so you got to find your little advantages. You work on your shock package, you work on your setup, try to get to where you can. It's a good group of guys at Woodhull, though. They run you clean, they run you hard, and they're a fun group of guys to run with. You never know who's going to be strong, and I would prefer if we went back to the old handicap and come from the back with them guys, but because I tend to draw bad and start 10th, 11th every week, and it's hard to pass them when they're ahead of you. I'd rather come up through with them, but they're a good group of guys, and it doesn't matter, who shows up. They're always a competitive group, but they're a fun group to run with, and that's what really counts. We're here to have fun, and that makes it worthwhile.
Well, thanks once again, Donnie. Here we are with Donnie Lawson at the Arnett Mall Car Show for the Woodhull Raceway, hoping to get his second track champion as a modified driver in 2014. Here we are with Chris Daugherty, and we were just talking to him. This is actually the same car he had when he was at Super Dirt Week. Tell us how you did at Super Dirt Week, which was a couple months ago.
Well, we started out the whole journey with going there with, we started out in the last race at Woodhull. We decided just a last-minute deal to go to Syracuse. Went up there and did some hot laps. Never been on a 1-mile track before. Got on the 1-mile track and, was having a good time with it. And from there, we went to Weedsport. And unfortunately, we didn't qualify at Weedsport. So we went back to Syracuse and did more of the shows at Syracuse throughout the week. And unfortunately there, we missed it by 1 spot as well. They were only taking 30 cars, and we were 31st quickest out of that. But, all in all, we had a great experience. And, looking forward to going back this year and represent Woodhull Raceway and try to get in the show this year.
Now, you were very successful in a crate sportsman, 6 feature wins. Describe the excitement you have now that you are going to move up to into the modified division.
Just starting out, 2 years in the sportsman division, we kind of achieved all of our accomplishments, all of our goals. We won some features, won a track championship, so we just figured, it's time to move up and go try running with these other guys, and kind of see where our ability stands there.
Now the sportsman class was very competitive, and the modified class might be twice as competitive. So describe your feelings towards that, racing against a Billy Van Pelt and a Donnie Lawson, drivers like that.
For me, it's challenging. Every place that you go, it's more challenging when you get into a better group of guys and you race with a better group of guys, more talented drivers. So that really strives for me to go to these places like Woodhull Raceway and run against Billy Van Pelt and Donnie Lawson and all them, because if I can go and do good there, then I know I'm running against the best, and I can, to be pretty successful wherever I go.
Now, Chris, is there any other new sponsors that you'd like to give a shout out that you will be racing for a modified?
Most all my sponsors are going to stay the same on the modified car as well as the crate sportsman car. It's probably going to be about mid-season before we get the modified all together. We're waiting on some final parts. The biggest thing, waiting on the motor. So hopefully by mid-season we'll have the modified out full swing.
All right, well, Chris, we would like to thank you. Chris Daugherty, he's going to start out with a sportsman for the rest of the year, and then he's going to move over to the modified, hoping to move up into the ranks in the Woodhull Raceway. He finished as a track champion last year in the crate sportsman. We'll hope to see the same in 2014. And once again, thanks fans for watching the show number 1 here at the Arnott Mall in Big Flats, New York for the 2014 Arnott Mall Car Show presented by Sword Out Recycling. Once again, this is Paul Harkiner for Inside Northeast Racing.